For thousands of years, the only people who lived in northern Michigan were Indians. They carved out a way of life in the cold winters, but gradually white men moved in, establishing their own laws and institutions. June Soper is one person who actively acknowledges her Indian blood by working to improve the relationship between whites and Indians.
To court, and I talked to Judge Benedict. The judge says, well, that'll work out good because then he can get out Monday and start right work.
In Traverse City, Michigan, she aids Indians who run into trouble with the law by helping them through the complex legal system.
When you get out, you got your attorney, you got your court-appointed attorney, right? Now be sure when you come to court, be sure you're clean, neat, and tidy, and for God's sake, don't have nothing to drink or smoke before you come to court. You know how that judge is. You've heard about him. You know, he's real strict.
Her legal knowledge and straightforward manner guide Indian prisoners through snags they might otherwise encounter.
Probably have you out. Today I'm going to go down, I'm going to talk to the judge.
But June's devotion to her Indian heritage extends far beyond her work with the Indians. When June leaves work for her home in the woods, she keeps her Indian spirit alive because June lives in a homemade, authentic Indian teepee.
I was born and raised in the geographical center of Detroit. I never knew how to build a fire. I knew nothing about the outdoors. And I moved into a teepee, and it was the worst winter we had in 100 years. If I'd have known that it was going to be the worst winter we had in 100 years, I wouldn't have moved into that teepee.
June's lived Indian style for 3 years, and her only companion's been Honky, her cranky, fussy, nearly human goose.
He screams at me when I leave the teepee. He screams at me when I come home. He belches. He farts. I got to wait on him. I got to take him this. It's just like having a husband. What do I want to get married for?
Living with Honky can be just as frustrating as having a husband. For instance, June told us when she takes the time to heat up his drinking water, he usually ends up sitting in it. No matter how much June complains about Honky's bad habits, these two go back a long way.
Honky was only a few hours old when I got him. For weeks, I carry him around my pocket. He thinks I'm his mother. He thinks I'm a goose. A deformed goose, all right, but he thinks he's a beeple with feathers. Yeah, that makes me Mother Goose.
What's it like to spend winter in a teepee?
If in cold weather, if I get it 30, 32 in here, I consider that warm. Sometimes we get a 35, 40 degree weather in January, and I take off all my clothes and run naked. But I do not like winter. I don't ski. I don't hunt. I don't fish. I don't go on snowshoes. That's that crazy white man, man. They want to go do that. Go ahead.
Presents Real People.
I got the best of both worlds. I could be the only person that watches Real People from Teepee.
Looks like Honky doesn't appreciate high-class TV programming. Picky.
You want to go sleep? You want to go sleep? Okay. Come on. Okay. You want to go sleep? Here we go.
To sleep, my sweet little babe. Go to sleep, my sweet little one.
Night, Honky.